And we're doing some spin tires like stuff going on here. This is actually chaff, and we're filling up the silos, and well, it's not going as planned. Oh, lawn dart that one. Right now, I'm actually trying to compact all of this, and the problem is we pretty much just shoved everything in here without doing anything to it. So, as I just fly right through the whole damn day, holy crap, I just forgot I had time sped up. So now we have to compact everything, and it is this mess. Now, I've already leveled much as what I can, as much as I have, I can to this point here, but these 3 potholes that are still found, and as you can see them right there, I just can't get rid of them. I can't fill them, I can't do anything with them. And it's rather annoying. So, we have to, the crew and myself have to, see, as soon as I get up in there, as soon as I think, alright, let's take the high side, let's go around it, nope, we're going to kick you right back into the hole. I have to get with my crew here. We have to figure out a better way to fill this silo, and then a better way to compact it. Because this is not going to work. This is, not easy. It's not acceptable. It's time consuming. It's a pain in the ass. We've got the red one over here. I don't know where it went. It was over here. Oh, wait, I reset it because it got stuck and I couldn't get out. And I was the only one on the server here, so decided to just say, screw it. I'm resetting it and someone else can mess with it. This was their mess, they can clean it up. But, what the hell, I'll go ahead and give it another shot here. It is compacting ever so slowly, 42%, and it's going to take a while. I'm not going to bore you guys with all of this. There are fields to be harvested. There are updates to the server here that you guys must be made aware of. It has been a long time since I have recorded for you guys here on the server. To be quite honest, it was just, in my opinion, boring. It didn't make for good video. It didn't really make for entertaining video. This is, unfortunately, nothing like PV Rivers. Pleasant Valley Rivers. Nothing at all like it. Which is unfortunate. Because for us, or at least for me, it seems to have taken some of the purpose out of this game. And I'll try to explain. I mean, Rivers gave you purpose. Hell, even regular Pleasant Valley gave you purpose. Gave you reason to plant the crops. Why you planted what you planted. Things like that. You had demand for certain things. Now, yes, you have demand for crops here in this version on the regular plain Jane map, but on Pleasant Valley and on Rivers, you had businesses that you could build and develop and even own and, make your own product. And then you had to distribute that product. Market, not market, but, you picked it up, you took it to the warehouse, you sold it off at the dock or at the racetrack or, wherever, and, you got extra cash for that as well. Here, you don't get any of that. You take it to, Gomez or Wright Agribusiness or whatever the hell it is. You take it to Mary's or, you get the point. You take it to one of these locations and you drop it off and that's it. You get your money and you're on your way. So, it's kind of losing luster for us, I guess you could say. We're kind of losing interest. I mean, don't get us wrong, we're enjoying playing the map, we're enjoying playing the game, but yeah, we're finding that we're missing that little niche that Rivers gave us. Setting up Frito-Lay, setting up Pepsi. Now, we're not going to go back. This is just too nice of a map, too nice of a game to go back to 15 just to play Rivers. And I believe they are working on a new FS17 version of Pleasant Valley. What it's going to be, I don't know. I have not seen nor heard of too much coming out of there, but I do know they are working on something. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later. There is a map that actually, as of today, as I'm recording this, came out. It is in your downloads section on the game here, so check that out there. You will see it. Don't remember the name of the map off the top of my head, but the next time I record for you guys, maybe it'll be that map. It was actually something I was planning on doing, which was doing some sort of a map showcase. So every couple of weeks, maybe, depending on what I decide to do with the map, every couple of weeks, I was thinking about just doing some gameplay video on one of the new maps that are out there for us to choose from to play with. Now that maps are really starting to come alive with this game, we're getting more and more. Unfortunately, a lot of them are just remakes of Goldcrest. Granted, some of them do have some nice features to them, some nice upgrades to them, but nothing really new, although there are a handful out there which I do plan to show. Let's see what this thing does. So we'll see. That is one thing I am contemplating doing, but with everything else I have going on, it does make it a little difficult to focus a lot of time on something like that and make it worth it. So I don't know if I need the weighted wheels, and then driving backwards is also another pain in the ass. You gotta remember, you gotta go a different direction, and see, now I've already got myself stuck. Now the problem with this thing is there's no way to turn it. There's no way to lift it. I can, there we go, detach it and then kind of glitch my way through it. Now I've already used the leveler blade. Yeah, that was a waste of time. It basically ignores everything here. These holes remain even with the leveler pushing material into it. As you can see, it just flat out ignored it and made it bigger. Made those big mounds along the wall there. See, I thought this thing was supposed to help, but obviously it ain't doing crap. Maybe I need wheel weights on this thing. Now, I was hoping this would be done before I started recording, because we did devise a neat little way of emptying this thing out, and it's fairly quick, it's fairly effective. And you might have already noticed all these conveyor belts. We've bought a whole bunch of conveyor belts. There's one piece, the main one, sitting dead ahead right over there by the scale. And then the main part, which is sitting right over there. And then the three pieces right here, which kind of extend the reach. Now, what we'll do is we'll set that one up right about where I'm at right now, and then we'll hang it over the silo, the silage king or silo king right there. And then I will take that little one and bring it in, and it handles it has a set chunk area that it'll handle. It's not very huge, but still it will handle anything that is on the ground, and it will pick it up and then throw it out the backside to anything that is underneath it. So we'll do that for the first little bit, and then we will wheel in each conveyor belt one at a time, and then those things extend as well. So we can basically go from all the way down there, all the way down here, picking up every little bit of silage that is in here. Very cool, very nice, very quick, effective, efficient, because these things don't take fuel. but you can drive them. And I'll demonstrate that here right now as I dump that thing off. Okay, whoop, and I just rolled it right over too. Ha ha ha. Let's see, can I pick it up? Oh, I got to reset it. Well, that won't work. Did I just jack it all up here? Let's find out. There we go. Alright, let's back it up and drop it correctly. There we go. So, these are actually different because you can drive them. Let me fold it. There we go. Now I can go ahead and just putz along. Now, you're not going to break any land speed records with these. I mean, look, right there. Max speed, 3 miles an hour. That's pretty much it. The other ones are actually slower. So, it is nice, though. It does provide you to have that little bit more of accuracy and pinpoint precision when it comes to setting these things up. Now, this one here, you have to fold it. So, there. Now I can hook it up to a tractor and pull it around. These do hook up to each other, but you can't make a huge-ass train out of them. That's the other downside. Now, these are tricky. These are really tricky to maneuver. You can get into these as well, and you can drive them around, and you have different... See, I can just move that side to side. Let me actually raise that up so it's a little easier. There we go. So raising it up is one that helps when it comes to shifting it from side to side. And then I can also raise and lower the backside, but then here's where I was talking, the extend it. So there you go. You can extend them all the way out like this and then still turn it to whatever way you want to go. And when you're done, obviously just, let's see, there we go, all the way. Bring it back in. Straighten it up a little bit. And there we go. Now these two also move, but these are even slower. Look at that. That's it right there. Now if there's anything on the ground, and even if you can't see it, if there is stuff on the ground, these caster wheels get into it, and it slows you down even more. You will just crawl. So it's better to have a tractor nearby, hook up to it, and bring it around. Downside is, this guy right here cannot hook up to those. It's got the same connection right there. It's got the same connector. There it is. Will not hook up to these. Same connector. Epic fail on that one. That one really sucks. So you got to make sure you've got a tractor around, and you can pull these around, and you know, boom, be done. And I just missed what I wanted to do. Yep. See, here's the one I reset. I said, screw you, I'm resetting it. Okay, not all the fields are ready. Wow. Alright. Well, what is ready? Nothing. Nothing is ready. I bet you that one over there at 12 is going to revert back as soon as I drive over to it. Soybean is pretty much all we've been planting and harvesting. It's the only thing that pays out well. We'll cash out at $1,600 a liter, and that provides us with a nice pretty penny when it comes to, you know, selling out. Oh, well, it is going to let me. Okay. Watch, as soon as I nose into it to start harvesting, it's going to turn on me again. It's been an annoying glitch here that we've been dealing with. Is you get close to a field, it says it's done, and then as soon as you get anywhere close to it, or you get into the field, like I'm about to do here, and oh no, never mind, change our mind, we're not ready yet. Alright, it's gonna let me. Alright, cool. So we have not gotten into trees yet, although the timber runner that we used to have on rivers for FS15 has been updated. So the auto load scripted timber runner is now here in 17, which I will provide a link to in the description, so check that out, guys. and that one will be in our server here. I do not have a mod pack for you guys, but 90 to 95% of the mods that we have on the server right now are already in-game. They're in-game mods that you can just go ahead and download. Really nothing out of the ordinary. Third-party wise, we do have the GPS mod, obviously, that I'm using right now. Let's see what else. We do have the 9320 mod in here as well. A John Deere mod we've got. We've got 5 or 6 mods that we have downloaded and decided to use here. There we go. Hopefully I am still recording. Tabbed out of the window, and I don't know if Shadow Play likes that or not. I'm using Shadow Play to do this right now because Dextory doesn't like to record. Doesn't like to record Farming Simulator 17. Don't know why, just doesn't. Refuses to do it. Although I just recently went back to an older version, so I'm going to give that a try, see what happens. But as of right now, yeah, Shadow Play looks like it's going to be the one that saves me here, and also on my American Truck Simulator live stream nights. Seeing that action didn't want to work right, OBS is lagging horribly, so Shadow Play is probably going to save me there as well. I did notice, though, it does. My video quality is substantially lower. Hopefully it's not the same issue here, but you guys will know by now what's going on with how it looks. So if it looks horrible, my apologies as I look into... Oh, come on. There we go. As I look into, ways to record this, it doesn't... See, the issue is it doesn't agree with the... Dextory doesn't like to record this one, Farm Sim, for some reason. Don't know why. Records both channels of audio. It says there's a video channel, but everything is blank. It's just a black screen. I can see the mouse, and that's it. Nothing else. I can hear myself talk. I can hear the game. I can hear the sound effects. I can see the mouse moving around, but nothing. So, but yeah, that's pretty much a rundown here with what's been going on. We've bought in some fields, as you guys have seen. We've got 23, 24, 16, and 19. You start off with 12, 14, and 15. Right now we're leaving 23 and 24 as corn only, so we can make chaff out of that, throw that into the silos. We've been cutting grass when we can. Actually, Bowtie has gotten into sheep as of last night. I don't know what has come of that yet, so hopefully we will educate ourselves in sheep here in the coming days. And let's see, what else do we have here? That's pretty much it. We've had a little bit of drama and excitement here on the server that we really didn't want, but things being done without permission, without consoling others, or the group, that is. And so we had to fix a few things, but for the most part the server has been somewhat busy. But, we're not taking this as seriously as we did for Farming Simulator 15. Not everyone here has the game, for starters. Second, not everyone here is as interested in playing the game, unfortunately. I am, but, it's so damn time consuming. So, I will probably get most of the stuff harvested tonight, and then I will just log off and go do something else. and so someone else will have to come in and finish it all. That's the downside, but we'll get there eventually, or we won't at all. I think it's all going to depend on the map. If we can find a map that we're all excited about, that we're all into, then if the guys over there at Pleasant Valley release their new map for 17, then we're probably going to be rocking and rolling on that one. If there is a map out there that is anything like Rivers or Pleasant Valley, then we will be rocking and rolling on that one. That's what we're looking for. That is what my crew and myself want to use. Not a plain Jane map like this where you're limited on everything. You're handcuffed on everything. We want to have something like Rivers or Pleasant Valley. In fact, I want something more like Pleasant Valley, to be quite honest. I really, really, really do not like the cooperative setup where everyone shares the revenue. Not a fan of that, and I really don't like it. I didn't like everyone working on one farm like Rivers wanted us to do. That's why I liked Pleasant Valley. I really liked that one because everyone had their own farm. Everyone had their own money. Granted, you end up sharing some of the stuff, but for the most part, you were on your own, and you could always incorporate your own silos too. You drop your own silos on that one, and you were good to go. So I don't know if they're going to be going that route again on the next Pleasant Valley. They were really on board with how Rivers played out. They really seemed to like that whole cooperative setup, much like how it is here. Everyone and admins have to give money to people who are not already admin. And everyone on my crew has the admin password, because we're not going to sit here and hand out $20,000 every time someone comes on. People do not earn money. That is another downside I don't like. We do have separate accounts off, I think. Yeah. We have separate accounts off. But other than that, there's really no bank feature here, which kind of sucks. That's why I think we're really just not into this map, into this game as much as we want to be right now, because, the map is just really limited for us. So, hopefully if and when I start my map showcase feature, we will come across something we really like and we really enjoy and we really want to get behind and start playing on. Hopefully you guys will find a map that I will show off for you guys that you might like or enjoy and want to get behind. Like I said, there's plenty of versions of this one out there, Goldcrest Valley. There's other versions called Silvercrest Valley, so on and so forth. Not sure if I'm going to showcase all of those, because a lot of them are pretty much the same, except for, we added a building here, we moved the pigs over here. The little stuff I really don't care about. If it's something major where they made a big change to the map and how it plays, then I'm definitely going to show that off. I'm not going to show off every Goldcrest Valley remake. I'm not. I just can't. No. So I'm going to try to narrow stuff down here. Hopefully I can find some good ones for you guys to enjoy, and we can have a go at that and see how things turn out. So as I fumble around here looking for a tractor, there it is. And actually, I don't fold you up. You're still hooked up. I think I need to go buy another tractor. We had a fourth one. It was sold off without our permission, and so now we're kind of, down on that. And I've been meaning to buy another one, but I know expenses and everything, it hurts, it sucks, but we're short equipment, and when something needs to get done but it can't because all the other pieces of equipment are out doing their own thing, it's gonna suck. So might as well bite the bullet and make sure we have what we need, so that way we don't run into that situation where we need something and don't have it. But alright guys, I'm going to get back to work here, and sorry I couldn't show you much more, but we really don't have a whole lot going on here except for the silage and the farming. So We will be getting into the sheep. We will be getting into the forestry as well, which I'm sure many of you guys have already gotten into. We've already cut down numerous trees here and there that were just in our way, but we haven't even taken out the stumps yet. So we're going to look into a lot of different stuff here as we go along. But that is going to be it for now, guys. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I won't be forever until I come back with another video for Farm Sim for you guys. So until then, thanks for watching. Take it easy.